There has been much talk about 5G and the 5G global standard these last few years as geopolitics has heated up across the world and challenged what we know about the global economy. With 5G becoming an increasingly important component of what drives the global economy, there has been a renewed focus on the 5G standards and who contributes to them and how. At the center of the world's global 5G standards is the 3GPP, one of the world's leading cellular communications standards bodies since the 2G days. In this piece, I explore how the 3GPP just works and why it should continue to be the standard-setting body for the industry. The 3GPP was established in 1998 with most of the world's largest telecommunications companies as members. As 3G and 4G grew the 3GPP's scope, 5G has broadened the 3GPP's scope even more and made it even more influential. 3GPP operates on a release schedule and has a particular structure that enables subject matter experts to discover problems, find solutions, and agree upon the best solution for the industry. I detailed the structure of how the 3GPP runs itself in a previous blog about how Qualcomm's appointment to the 3GPP RAN Plenary demonstrates its ability to work with competitors. In that article, I covered the organizational structure and meeting system that enables the 3GPP to function as a large organization with many competing interests. Still, I will go into more detail about how and why it works here. The 3GPP is different. The 3GPP is different from many different standards bodies. Many of these standards bodies have boards that have chairs, and some of these positions are career positions for those members. The 3GPP, like those standards bodies, is very technical. One would argue that it is even more technical than many of these other standards bodies simply because of the breadth and depth it needs to explore due to the nature of technologies like 5G. However, even though 3GPP is technically like other standards bodies, it does not have any board. This is because the industry structurally designed the 3GPP to ensure that most members and delegates are equal. Each level of the organization has its role in ensuring the best solution to a problem wins at the end of the day. It also means that no country or region should drive 3GPP for its ulterior motives. Ultimately, if the technology is inferior, it will simply die on the vine and have been a waste of time for everyone. While geopolitics have historically had a way of expressing themselves, it is hard for all the companies in a particular country or region to agree to cooperate on something because so many of them have different motives. Calls that China is taking over the 3GPP are unwarranted because very few issues come to a vote, and it's very hard to get so many Chinese companies to align so infrequently. And while China may have the most members of any country, all EMEA countries still make up 44% of 3GPP delegates.